Alright everyone, this video is for anyone who has a Kenmore. Well, you can see it there, Kenmore he4t. And the problem is my wife was washing clothes and this code here popped up, HF. So basically I went through the steps trying to figure out what HF stands for, and HF is usually a water problem. It's not getting water into the machine, or it's overfilling or something. So basically what I did was I did the self-test, or the cycle test, or whatever you want to call it. And how you do that is basically you cut the machine off, push cancel where it doesn't show anything on the display. You'll hit drain, and you'll come over to the spin speed, take it all the way down to no spin, and then hit pre-wash 4 times, and this will pop up on your screen. And basically what it'll do is it'll start going through its cycles real fast, where it's adding water, changing to where you have fabric softener and laundry detergent. Then it'll start adding hot water into your system. Then it'll start going to where it basically the tub in there will start spinning. And you basically go through 8 different steps or whatever. But I just wanted to show you how to do that cycle test. It's not really what I'm concerned about right now. I just want to show everybody what the problem is that I'm having. What you want to do is, before you go to open the machine up, you want to make sure that you unplug your washer and dryer. And then you'll come to the back of it. As you can see here, this is your hot water and cold water inlet. Basically make sure your valves are off and disconnect those. And what you see here, these are the 2 screens that basically protect the machine from any debris or anything that may be entering through the water lines. So what you'll do is take that off, check the screens out. For the most part, mine are pretty clean. I did have a little bit in there, I already cleaned them out. But what you want to do is, with a screwdriver or nut driver, whatever you want to call it, you'll have 3 screws in the back panel here. Take those 3 screws out and the cover will pop right off. So you'll take the cover off. This is the inside of the machine, what it looks like inside here. This here is your water inlet valve that I was just showing you, checking the screens and all that on there. First step you want to do is check the screen. That could be your main problem. That seems to be what everybody else seems to have a problem with. If you're having a mechanical problem here, basically what you'll want to do is get an ohm meter, which I happen to have mine here set up for y'all. Switch it to ohms. I don't know if you can see that there, but on my multimeter, there's your ohms. You bring it over here to the inlet valve, and you're going to stick the connectors, basically touch each prong to one of those there. And as you can see on my meter, it says 0.811, basically meaning that the ohms are good. From what I understand, the ohms you want to be between 500 and 1500 ohms, which that one's good. Then you'll just basically move over to the next one. This one here is the cold water inlet, and same thing, 826. So basically my inlet valves are working properly. Next thing you want to do is, this here is your flow meter. Basically tells the machine the water's flowing into the machine. I saw there's actually like a little fan thing in there moving. You can blow into it to check it or whatever. I didn't really take the steps to check it. I just figured, I automatically assumed that it worked. But I did blow through it to make sure there was nothing stuck in there. All that's working properly. Next step you probably want to do is, down here on the lower part of the machine, there's 3 screws. One here, one in the center, and one on the outside there. you take those screws out, which I've already done, and this should pop out just like that. Okay, as you can see, this right here is your drain pump. Okay, this right here is like another screen. Basically, if you take that and you twist it off, which I don't want to do because I don't have a rag to catch any water or anything because I've already ran my machine again. You pull that out, stick a rag underneath here because water is going to come out. Pull it out, you'll probably have pennies, nickels, dimes, whatever in there, trash, lint, whatever. It'll probably be stuck in there. Mine was pretty dirty the first time I did it. Take it out, you can wash it out in your sink, whatever, stick it back in, be good to go. But whenever you run it through that cycle test, you'll hear if your pump's working or not. You can just listen to it and look inside the machine and see if it drains out the water. But I just wanted to show y'all that. So obviously on mine it worked fine. Then I went through all that, everything seemed to work fine. So I came to the conclusion that it was going to be my pressure switch. This here is my pressure switch. I took it off, which to take it off, you turn it counterclockwise to basically 90 degrees or so towards this direction here. Your hose will be lined up this way here. Turn it all the way that, then it'll pop right out. I've already taken mine out, and I came up with my hose here, which I already have it disconnected at the bottom, y'all, so don't get confused. It doesn't come out just like that. I have a wear in my hose here from basically the machine shaking and all that. Whenever it's under load and it has clothes in there, it basically rubbed a hole in there. So basically that's my whole problem there. So what I did is I went to Home Depot and bought another hose like this. It's not the exact same hose, but it's same diameter and everything as that, and I'm going to stick it back on now, and it's going to fix my machine. But I just wanted to show y'all that. Where this black hose runs down to, it's kind of tough to get to, you know, from the top here. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take off your back panel. Basically what I did, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws, 9 screws here on the top. Take those off. Also you have screws here on the side, 1, 2, 3. You don't need to take that one out. As you can see there, it's just another screw holding something else in. But just come down the line and remove these screws out of here. It's very simple. I mean, anybody can do it. This isn't hard. Next thing you're going to want to do here, as you can see these here, I've already taken these out, but what it's going to look like on your machine is this here. Basically pull the inside in, push this little button right there, and just pull it out. It's that simple. Pull it out. You also have another screw right here in the center, which I left this one in so it hold my back cover on, so I can show y'all how this all works. Sorry for the poor quality of the video. If it is, I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be. Take that screw out. And the panel should come right off. Okay. So that black hose, which is now up here, runs down here to the back to this right here. And basically what that does is it tells your machine, you know, how much water you have in there, when there's water in there and all that. So basically, since there's a hole in mine, whenever this thing filled up with water, it wasn't pushing pressure up to that switch, so it wasn't telling the switch that there was water in the machine. Another way you can test this is, or so I believe that you can test this. I mean, it's kind of pretty simple the way this thing here works, but you can go ahead and basically blow into the bottom of this here. So you'll hear 2 clicks. Basically those are different pressure levels. When you blow harder, the second click will come in. But as far as I can tell, that's working. There's no problems with that. But it's that simple. I'll hook that new hose up and put it all back together and it should be ready to go. But I basically just wanted to show everybody out there that, you know, this stuff's not that difficult. It's not hard to do. The ohm meter, you know, you can pick that up at a Home Depot, Ace, any hardware store. They'll have that. You're probably not going to want to get that one there. They have a lot cheaper models than that. Fairly cheap. You know, you can probably pick one up for 20 bucks or so. Doesn't ever hurt to have one of those if you ever mess with electronics or anything like that anyways, or electricity. But I mean, it's that simple. Try it yourself before you go and spend a couple $100 on having a technician come out and your whole problem was a $4 piece hose that just had wear in the side of it. But thank you for your time. Thanks for watching my video.